Hey guys, how's it going? Mythro for here, and today we'll be talking about the Return of the War God event that's coming out in the English servers of Azure Lane with the October 17th patch. So, to kind of summarize what War God is, it's just going to be a small scale event. It's mainly going to consist of an event construction pool and a few small chain quests that you can do to get some really notable equipment. So, to summarize everything that's going to be in Return of the War God, we are going to have 5 new ships and a very significant piece of equipment and a couple of small reward chains so that you can get a few like small freebies here and there to help kind of bolster your inventory of the various like books or things like that. So, but in terms of who the ships are, we got 5 new IJN ships. All of them are only available in the event construction pool, and they are the battleship Mikasa, the battlecruiser Hiei, and the destroyers Hamikaze, Kuroshio, and Oyashio. All of them coming from the Sakura fleet. But yeah, the only real notable ones are Mikasa and technically Hiei, but all 5 of them are going to be like pretty usable, but we'll talk about Mikasa to start off with. She's going to be one of the strongest flagships in the game, and she's the main ship for this event. Her first skill reduces the amount of damage that she takes whenever she takes damage, and then she also increases the firepower and reload of all of the Sakura Empire ships if she is the flagship. Her second skill has a chance to amplify the damage done by battleships and battlecruisers when she fires her main gun. This type of utility is pretty insane. It rivals that of Queen Elizabeth for the Royal Navy, but the fact that Mikasa all-ins on the offensive stats makes her a lot more devastating. Ultimately, I think Mikasa definitely makes triple IJN backline a really heavily viable option, particularly with triple battleship and battlecruiser. Next up, we have the battlecruiser Hiei, the last of the Congo sisters to come out in the English servers. Her skill allows her the chance to soak up some of the damage that the rest of the backline ships take, while also amplifying damage done to a random enemy. She's not a good standalone ship, but she's really strong in IJN, particularly in full Congo backline compositions. If you pair Hiei and Kongo together, you get to provide a lot of defensive utility, and then Haruna and Kirishima kind of ends up becoming the primary damage option for your fleet. It's also a pretty cheap fleet, but it's nothing too crazy, and really you're only running it if you really like the Kongo sisters one way or another. Next up, we have the IJN destroyer Hamikaze. She's a pretty interesting healer option. Her skill gives her a chance to heal her and the rest of the fleet whenever an allied ship is sunk, but the amount that you heal is significantly less than a Pearl's tier. But if you are looking to sustain through a fight and you might lose a few ships, you could try and throw in Hamikaze and try it out. Hamikaze on the patch will also come with a retrofit. Her retrofit gives her the ability to evade all incoming attacks. Unfortunately, aside from the fact that she's kind of this healer who helps you by watching her friends kind of get sunk, she's not really that impressive of a ship otherwise. She doesn't really have a good role. Lastly, I'll talk about both Kuroshio and Oyashio at the same time because, funny enough, they're both clones of each other. They both have the same stats and the same 2 skills, with the first skill being a chance to increase their own firepower, and then the second is basically an extra wave of torpedoes whenever they launch their own wave of torpedoes. I kind of felt like the design choices on the destroyers has been a bit lazy, since all of them are kind of like they don't stand out. They don't really fulfill a role that isn't already filled out by like a strictly better ship that's currently available in the game. But aside from the ships, the big piece of equipment that I was talking about that you do with one of the event quest chains is the Z flag. So normally the Z flag gives you evasion and accuracy, which is a nice little bonus. But the big buff is that when you equip the Z flag onto Mikasa, it provides luck, critical rate, and it increases the entire fleet's firepower and accuracy. which is a really big buff, especially in late game situations where every bit of damage counts, since that little bit of damage can potentially help you save that extra bit of health on your fleet. But overall, I don't really think of the War God as kind of a big ticket event. It's a very peaceful event, which is a nice pace considering the winter season is gonna probably have a lot of big events with reruns. This is a bit of a calm before the storm, considering that the only real big thing that you're looking for in this event will be Mikasa and then trying to get the Z flag auxiliary. Otherwise, there isn't anything to go home about. Nothing to like break your back over. It's just do some constructions. Hope you get Mikasa. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.